local news, politics, business, sports, arts, music. Mike and Marty on the feed. Mike and Marty. Mike and Marty on the feed. Mike and Marty.
Good morning, Bellows Falls and Keene, and welcome to the feed. It's Mike. Marty's off this week, and we're here with Amy Parnell.
Hi.
She's from the Greater Falls Chamber of Commerce. She's going to talk about upcoming events for the summer, which are quite a few.
Summertime
Yeah.
is going on.
We've hit summer.
Yeah.
We've hit the heat, and now we're going to enjoy it.
Yeah, all
So,
of a sudden.
tell us, how
Yeah.
are things going?
Boy, it has been a really busy and exciting month at the Chamber. We've gotten some feedback from the community, and taking that into mind, we have new open hours. So at the
interesting.
Waypoint Center, we say we're always open online at GRFCC.org. And now we're open at the Waypoint Center Thursdays through Saturdays from 10 to 2. So
Oh, that's a good time.
yeah, a lot of folks come in here on the weekends during the summer to visit. There are families visiting locally to see the fish ladder. There's the brand new Rockingham Historical Society right across the
Yeah.
canal from us.
Yeah, you become a destination.
Yeah, so
That's
now
really cool.
we're here. The train comes through at 12:30. We're there. The bathrooms are
Wow,
open.
that's-
People can come,
Yeah,
cool
good,
off
good thinking.
inside when it's
Yeah.
hot. Get a drink of
Yeah.
water. Yeah,
Oh, that's amazing. So 10 to 2, Thursday through Saturday.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you catch a lot of the events that's happened because of that too. You get everything happens on the Thursday, Friday, Saturday sort
Yeah.
of thing.
Yep. I bumped into you at the kickoff to the farmers
The
market. Yep,
And
up
if
on
you
Hetty
have-
Green.
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to do a shout out on the farmers market, but it's every Friday from 4 to 6
Mm-hmm.
on the Hetty Green Park, and they are having music every time,
Mm-hmm.
great food, and lots of vendors. I was surprised at the number of vendors.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Yep. And a nice dog to pet if you go to the vendor that has the cake. That's
Oh,
a
really?
secret tip from me.
Okay.
Yeah. So, in this month of reflection and taking into account people's needs, we've been working on our website, and I'm so excited that it's out live now, the new beautiful website that is got so much to explore. I've made a profile page for each of the communities that we serve.
Oh, okay.
And I am not completely done populating them, but each one currently links to the town or village website.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
So most of those have an events calendar or some kind of community calendar. So that's a start. And where I'm going with this is to also include our members on that page so people know where to find our members within the community. Whether you're someone who's lived here for a long time or you're new to the community or you're just visiting. And then also to highlight events in each community. So watch out for more coming there.
Yeah, that sounds like a great
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
Very interactive, and it frees you up. It's more virtual, and people can be there all the time, 24 hours.
Yeah, always open
Always
online. Yep.
Great.
And one of the other things that we've created on the website is a new events page that highlights our events specifically. And because I like technology and developing the back end stuff as well, we now have all of our applications for becoming a vendor at one of our events, becoming a volunteer,
nice.
becoming a sponsor. All of those are available as fillable forms online. There are also downloadable PDFs for those applications. You can pay online. You can also still send us a check in the
Wow.
mail.
Yeah.
But just trying to diversify the way that people are able to
Right.
access
And
the
sort
information.
of automated in a way.
Yeah, yep. So yeah, it all goes into a nice spreadsheet for me, and it's all organized, and I can make plans from that. So it's helping me to be more efficient and more responsive. Yeah.
Sweet. That's really nice.
Yeah. So the first event that I want to talk about that is on our website, it has a dedicated event page, is the Rockingham Old Home Days, which is coming up in less than 6 weeks.
That's hard to believe.
I
That's supposed to
know.
be the mid to late summer event.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, this morning I was cleaning out ashes from my chimney because earlier this month we had a fire
Yeah,
in our
I'm so-
fireplace, and now it's suddenly so hot you don't want to You want to have all the windows drawn, the curtains and
exactly.
everything. But on Saturday, August 2nd, is Rockingham Old Home
Okay.
Days. We're gonna everybody do happy dances for sunshine and just the right amount of sunshine.
Right.
So it'll be happening from noon to 9. We have that awesome band Intercept that we saw at the farmers
Yes.
market last week. They're going to be playing. We've got Milk House Heaters. We've got MV19. So those 3 bands will be playing throughout the afternoon. And then there's the fireworks. We're going to have food trucks. There's going to be ice cream. There's going to be games. We're working on a bike parade, decorate your
Oh,
bike,
nice. With the
and
community
like
bike
do a
project.
little.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So hopefully we can bring that together. And some raffle prizes and a basketball hoop shooting contest.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're
Yeah, really
bringing-
diverse.
bringing in some fun
Yeah.
things for families and grown-ups too.
Yeah. So, do you need anything from the community as far as help on that?
Absolutely. One of my focus points now is now that we have that infrastructure of a website and a welcome center that is open and has open hours, I am looking for ambassadors. And so becoming a Great Falls Chamber ambassador, anybody can do it. I am fairly new to this community, so I'm learning, and what a great way to learn by researching each of these communities we serve and building the website and just getting to know, taking a deep dive on what's going on in each place. So I'm hoping that there are other people who are like outgoing and
Oh, certainly,
curious
yeah,
and
yeah.
and want to really dig into what's going on. I kind of always have been that way. I used to run the play group when I was working at the Parent-Child Center in Springfield, because I like to see all the people and know what's going on. And I know there are other people like me that might be
Definitely,
interested in
definitely,
doing
yeah.
that.
That's fun.
Yeah.
You should you might go to the Rotary and talk to them because they have a lot of they have a lot of similar connections and similar needs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think that there is, I know there's an established community of volunteers in this area, and I'm hoping that whether you volunteer for Rotary or for another organization, your church, if you're a scout or a high school student who's looking to get volunteer hours. There's also, I know the Senior Solutions has RSVP,
yeah.
the senior volunteer program. So I'm hoping that we can be kind of a consortium of all these different volunteer groups and help them find places to dispatch that energy to support the community. So
That's a great
like
idea,
really
yeah.
knowing what are the events that could use support, because maybe some organizations have less robust volunteer programs and others have more robust.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
true.
we can all help to support each other. I'm really inspired by what I'm seeing at Project Action in Springfield, Vermont. It's an initiative started by Police Chief Jeff Burnham, and it's bringing together all of the helping agencies in the group, in the community, to de-silo that information and that support.
Oh, good idea. Yeah.
Cross-pollination of who's got what, who needs what, because often those things interlap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Really, you're right. There's a lot of common need. Right? And okay.
Yeah, and by our forces combined,
Mm-hmm.
we can get there. Yeah, so I'm excited about Old Home Days. I'm looking forward to meeting the new friends that are coming our way as ambassadors. As you can be there are so many ways you can volunteer at an event. You can volunteer to work in the Waypoint Center with me. I put on nice music. I got the flowers. We have fish in a fish tank that are really fun to chill out and watch. And I was so excited this last weekend when it was my first weekend working there.
Yeah.
And the minute I opened the door, a family from Texas came in, and
Really?
their like 6 or 7-year-old kid ran straight, beelined it to my fish tank with my little fish that I had just put 2 new fish in, and the train set from my former preschool, and that is what I wanted to see. My heart was glad that it was like it was there for a reason, and
Yes.
and he got to use it.
That's great.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think that's the sort of the spirit of the chamber too, is that people come and go, oh, how can I find out about this place? And you go to the chamber.
Right.
Yes. And that was, I think that was a tradition, because I can remember doing that when I was traveling more, and we would look, if we were looking for apartments or places to stay or places to shop, you went to the Chamber of Commerce and you asked, and they helped.
Yeah, and we've got those connections, and building more every day. One new thing for me, it's not a new connection, but it's a connection that I'm like reinforcing, is I just joined the board of directors at the Springfield Area Parent-Child Center. And so I am hoping that in my role as the director of the Chamber of Commerce and in my role as a board member, we can find more synergies to support local families, because that's what their mission is, and it overlaps so well with ours, bringing more opportunities for community to connect, for families to have the events that they're looking for, and to connect people with resources they need. So
That sounds good.
Yeah, it's a really good collaboration. So I'm excited about that. And the first event that I am collaborating on with them is the Duck Run, that's happening this Saturday. It's from 4 to 7 p.m. at the Springfield Area Parent-Child Center. I know that's outside of Bellows Falls, but this is in their service area. So Rockingham, Chester, they serve a lot of communities around here, and I know that there's no border. We're all going back and forth. So if you're looking for fun things to do this Saturday, in the morning, there's the Lace Up for Laura fun run for the kids. It's a color run, and that starts at 8:30 a.m. The 5K run or walk starts at 9 a.m. If you go to the Lace Up for Laura, you get a free duck, and I brought my my Chewbacca duck.
Jeez.
You get a free duck for the duck run, which starts at 4 p.m. on Saturday at the Parent-Child Center in Springfield. So you could make a day for it. If it's nice out, go to the dam and walk around up there on the trails. So that's another fun thing coming up, is the Duck Run and Lace Up for Laura. And Lace Up for Laura is a fundraiser that honors Laura Cody McNaughton, who was killed in a car accident several years back. And to honor her memory, her family holds this race every year. And it fundraises to support students who are pursuing careers in public health.
Oh, nice.
So they've, I can't remember how many thousands of dollars, I think it's $20,000 they've awarded so far to local students. One of the students that I know personally is studying midwifery at UVM this year on that scholarship. So it really is something that also makes a difference in the community now and for the future.
Yes.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
What else you have going on?
Oh, well, going on into the future a bit more, 4th of July.
4th of July.
We were just talking about Saxton's River Parade, and I think you know more about this than I do.
Well, 4th of July. We actually had a show last week on about the 4th of July and the Saxton's River Parade. I don't know if you were... The 4th of July Saxton's River Parade, to me, is like the most Americana you could possibly find in New England. It's the people all turn out. There's a run first thing in the morning, a 5K that starts at 8 o'clock, and then it's over around 9 or 10. At 10 they start lining up for the parade. At 11 the parade starts and goes probably for an hour, and then in the afternoon they're going to have bands. Well, they always have the fire hose water polo. I don't know if you. They close the street. They hook up fire hoses to the fire hydrants, and then they put a ball in the middle of the street, and then they squirt the ball with the fire hoses to get to go to the other goal. So it's usually teams of like 8 people. It's a big mess, but it's a lot of fun.
That sounds really fun.
You can cool off, and they do that for probably an hour, and then they're going to have Milkhouse Heaters are going to play, and then after that, Rick Holloway. Rick Holloway's son, who's Ezra Holloway, he's going to play also, and then they'll have pickup games out at the rec center.
Okay,
so,
fun.
Anyway,
Yeah.
4th of July.
4th of July.
And we're going to be there. In fact, TV is going to be there, broadcasting simultaneously with Wool FM, and they're going to do coverage of the parade, and we're going to have a roving reporter who will be reporting. His name is Logan, and he has a lot of fun.
Oh, great.
All right.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
And speaking of pickup, another thing happening on 4th of July, if you're really super sporty, is the Chester, Vermont Volleyball League's 4th of July
Oh, really?
tournament. It's a random draw tournament, so you show up, the barbecue and cornhole and other fun things start at 2 p.m. At 1 p.m. And then the draw for the tournament starts at 2 p.m. And so you put your name in and you get paired up with random other players,
Oh,
and then
really?
you play. And it's such
So it's not like teams. It's the teams are made up of randomly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
The reason I have a Chewbacca duck, which I say Chewbacca because that is my team.
Oh,
I
okay.
play in the Sixes co-ed league, and Chewbacca is our team. So I'm loyal to the Force. But this is an opportunity, even if you aren't committed to a team for the whole season, to just come out and play.
Have a good time.
Have a good time, meet some new people.
Pardon me.
Yeah, it's good
It's
fun.
quite the facility out there. We should go and film out there sometime.
yeah.
Because that's just really amazing.
Yeah, and there's some really good players too. Yeah, both, all genders of good players, and it's really good fun. I'm talking with them about maybe we can build a volleyball court here in Bellows Falls somewhere.
Oh.
I have an idea in my mind. I gotta, there's some steps, but
Yes.
I'm hoping that is something that we can plan for the future.
Yeah, that would be, it seems more than reasonable, yeah.
Yeah, volleyball by the river.
Yeah, yeah.
How nice would that be?
That would be amazing.
Yeah. So that's going on 4th of July. And then the last event that I wanted to talk about, which is still off in the future, you can imagine cool, crisp autumn air, the leaves are changing, and you want to put on a flannel shirt. Like, I know it's hard to imagine today, because today you don't want to put on a flannel shirt. But on October 18th and 19th, that's a Saturday and a Sunday, you're going to want to put on a flannel shirt, because that is the Southern Vermont Flannel Festival this year at Rockingham Hill Farm. And if you wear flannel, you get $1 off admission. I'm not going to announce the lineup yet.
Oh, okay.
We have it,
Oh.
but I want to keep people in suspense.
People in suspense.
But it's going to be all the fun things that you know and love, plus a few other sparkly fun things that I'm going to add
Nice.
as a newbie. And so that is happening from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. on the 18th of October, and 11 to 4 p.m. on the 19th, the Sunday. And if you want to have a sneak peek of that beautiful venue, you can come tonight.
Well, that's true. Yeah,
Because
tonight's their first.
their summer series. And the band that is playing at Rockingham Hill Farm tonight from 5 to 7:30 p.m. is the Hazelnuts. I haven't seen them before, but I'm going to go.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to
Yeah.
live stream from there so everybody can get a little view of what's to come in.
Yeah, well, it's a really nice venue. It's just with the stage and the barn and the fields. It has great parking, so it has everything you need for an event like that. The Flannel Festival's always been a lot of fun. It's
Yeah.
just really good.
Yeah.
But I like this idea of doing the Wednesday night music, because I think it's going to be all summer, right?
Yeah, there are a few different
Pardon me.
dates, and I screenshotted them. So tonight is the Hazelnuts. July 9th is the Milk House Heaters. July 16th, Midnight Betty. August 8th is Sammy B. And August 13th is Bob Ray and Friends. And so that's a family fun community event from 5 to 7:30 p.m. They're all Wednesday nights. It's free entry. You can make a donation if you like. I know there's going to be a purveyor of beers, and there is going to be a food truck. I think they have a rotating
Yeah, I
cast
think
of
they
food
are,
trucks,
yeah.
so it
Yeah.
mixes it up a bit. But I'm really excited to
Yeah,
go and do that
that's
tonight.
another one of those great events.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Good.
So that's what I've got in the local area, and I guess we do have time to talk about
Yeah, we do.
a thing that is further afield. So let's see, I was looking at my calendar right when the cameras started up so I could say what date accurately, but my husband on the 20th of May got onto the train here in Bellows Falls on the Amtrak at 12:30. The loading was so fast that I didn't even give him a hug goodbye. I just got to wave because he got on and his bike got on.
They don't hesitate.
No, it was very quick. They call it whistle stop for a reason. And I waved goodbye, and I haven't seen him since May 20th, but I
Wow.
have every morning he sends me a video or a photo of his journey. He's been riding his bicycle across the country. And today was the day that he completed his journey. He made it to the Continental Divide. He just sent me a photo of him holding his bike overhead up at, I think, 11,000
Yeah,
feet
at least, yeah.
at the top of Trail Ridge Road, which by coincidence is where we went the day before our son was born because
Wow.
he was born in Estes Park, Colorado, which is a tiny, tiny hospital with only one OB. And there
Yeah.
were two ladies giving birth on my due date, and I wasn't in labor, and he said, go for a drive and come back. And so we
And
went to
that's
the
what-
Trail Ridge Road.
That's
But
great.
he has ridden 2,200 miles on his bicycle from the Statue of Liberty Park in Brooklyn, New York, all the way to Estes Park, Colorado. And he's raised $5,964 for rare disease research for an organization called EBRP, which stands for Epidermolysis Bullosa Research Project. And
Wow.
that's a mouthful. So it's EB is for short. It's a genetic disorder that impacts young people. The maximum life expectancy is about 30 years. There are no treatments or cures, but people are working hard at this research project to fund that. Eddie Vedder just released a documentary film called Matter of Time at the Tribeca Film Festival. So there's a lot of support going into this research project because they identify and accelerate promising models. And then once that works, they expand it, they scale it to other ones. So not only is it going to work towards finding a cure for this disease that is,
It may work for others, yeah.
it
Yeah.
can be expanded into other rare diseases. So if you want more information about that project or to donate, it's sendebwest.com, SENDEBWEST.com. And
Do you think he'll come on our show if
I'm
we
going to
ask
talk to him
when
about
he-
it. Yeah.
And then he's completed this side of the journey. Is he going to go down to the West Coast?
Well, not this time. He has been away for 5 weeks. It's time to come home, and the garden is wild.
I'll
We-
bet.
and we miss him. The
Yeah,
cats
yeah.
miss him. I miss him. And so we're excited to have him home and to celebrate this
Yeah.
accomplishment.
So when is he coming back? Tonight? or in the
Yeah,
next few days?
he's. I think he's gonna freewheel down Trail Ridge Road, like get himself going, feel the wind in his hair, feel that that accomplishment feeling of gosh, I made it. And then he's gonna get on the plane tonight in Denver and fly home, and he'll be home tomorrow.
Wow, that's a good ride from Estes Park to Denver. I mean, especially to the airport. That's way out.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna ride his bike
Oh.
all the way there.
Oh.
I think he's just gonna ride down to maybe Lyons or Longmont. We used to that's where we lived
Oh, okay.
before, so we've got friends there, and then,
And then you
a
get a
friend's
ride.
gonna drive
Oh,
him to the
nice,
airport. He's gonna
nice.
ship his bike home. So yeah, it's the denouement of a very big adventure.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations to him, and it sounds like an amazing project. I can't wait to see clips and talk to him and see where that
Yeah,
goes. That's
yeah.
great. We are almost out of time. We have about a minute
Right.
left. What do we need to reemphasize?
Yeah, so just in closing, I want to reiterate that there is so much information to be found now on our new website. It's GRFCC.org. So go on there, look at the events page, look at our communities page, send me an email if you've got a hot tip about what's going
Yeah,
on
yeah.
in your email or in your community. My email is director@grfrcc.org. I'm starting up a spreadsheet for each community so that I can keep all these things organized and post regular updates and always be adding to this
Okay,
resource.
great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get you on every month, right?
Yep.
All right.
Looking
Well,
forward to it.
until next month, we'll
Yeah.
see you. And that's it for us on the feed. Bye, community.
My